Have you ever felt a strong desire to break free from your everyday life, to rise above your problems and see the world from a new point of view? This feeling isn't just a random thought, it's a sign that you're meant for something more. You are one of the chosen ones, someone with the hidden ability to fly in life. This doesn't mean growing wings and soaring through the sky. Instead, it's about lifting yourself above the usual limits that hold people back. It's about seeing life from a higher place, where problems seem smaller and opportunities seem bigger. This journey of self-discovery and transformation is open to all who dare to believe, regardless of gender, age, or background. Are you ready to spread your wings and take flight? Breaking free from self-imposed limitations. We often create invisible walls around ourselves without even knowing it. These walls are made of thoughts like, "I can't do that," or "That's not for people like me." They keep us stuck in one place, afraid to try new things or chase our dreams. But what if these walls aren't real? What if they're just ideas we've picked up along the way that aren't true anymore? Think about a time when you told yourself you couldn't do something. Maybe it was learning a new skill, applying for a job, or even just trying a new hobby. Where did that thought come from? Often, these limiting thoughts come from past experiences where we failed or were told we weren't good enough. Sometimes they come from comparing ourselves to others and feeling like we don't measure up. But here's the important thing to remember. Those past experiences don't define your future, and other people's journeys aren't yours. To start breaking down these walls, you need to catch yourself when these limiting thoughts pop up. When you hear that voice in your head saying, "I can't," stop and ask yourself, is that really true, or is it just an old habit of thinking? Then try to replace that thought with something more helpful. Instead of, "I can't do this," try, "I can learn to do this." Instead of, "I'm not good enough," try, "I'm getting better every day." It might feel strange at first, like you're not being honest with yourself. But remember, those negative thoughts weren't the truth either. They were just old habits. As you practice this new way of thinking, you'll start to feel lighter, more confident, and more willing to try new things. You're not lying to yourself. You're giving yourself the chance to grow. The power of consciousness in shaping reality. Your mind is incredibly powerful. It's not just there to think thoughts and solve problems. It actually helps create the world around you. This might sound strange, but think about it. Have you ever noticed how your mood can change the way you see things? When you're happy, the world seems brighter and full of possibilities. When you're sad or angry, everything can look gloomy and hopeless. Your thoughts and feelings are like colored glasses that you see the world through. But it goes even deeper than that. The way you think and feel doesn't just change how you see the world, it can change what actually happens to you. For example, if you believe that you're unlucky and nothing ever goes your way, you might miss opportunities that are right in front of you. You might not even try for things that could make your life better, because you don't believe they'll work out. On the other hand, if you believe that you're capable and that good things can happen to you, you'll be more likely to notice and take advantage of opportunities. You'll be more willing to try new things and keep going, even when things get tough. This doesn't mean that just thinking positive thoughts will magically make everything perfect. Life will still have its ups and downs. But by understanding the power of your consciousness, your thoughts, beliefs, and feelings, you can start to shape your experiences in a more positive way. It's like learning to steer a boat. You can't control the wind or the waves, but you can adjust your sails and your direction to get where you want to go. Start paying attention to your thoughts and how they make you feel. When you notice negative thoughts, don't judge them or try to force them away. Instead, gently redirect your mind to more positive, helpful thoughts. Over time, this practice can help you create a reality that's more in line with what you want rather than what you fear. The importance of perception over judgment. We often go through life quickly labeling things as good or bad, right or wrong. It's a habit we've developed to make sense of the world around us. But what if this habit is actually holding us back? What if it's keeping us from seeing the full picture and learning from our experiences? Judgment is like putting things in boxes with labels. Once we've decided something is bad, we often stop thinking about it. We might miss out on the lessons it could teach us or the unexpected good that could come from it. For example, losing a job might seem like a purely bad thing at first. But what if it leads to finding a better job or gives you the push you needed to start your own business? By quickly judging the situation as all bad, you might miss these possibilities. Perception, on the other hand, is about seeing things as they are without immediately deciding if they're good or bad. It's like being a scientist, observing and gathering information before coming to any conclusions. When you practice perception instead of judgment, you stay open to all the possibilities in a situation. You might still have your initial reaction, feeling upset about losing a job, for instance, but you don't stop there. You allow yourself to look deeper, to see what else this situation might bring. Shifting from judgment to perception takes practice. Start by catching yourself when you make quick judgments. When something happens, try asking yourself questions like, what else could this mean? Or, what might I learn from this? Instead of saying, this is terrible, try saying, this is interesting. I wonder what will come of it. This shift in thinking can help you feel more calm and balanced. It can also help you find opportunities and solutions you might have missed before. Remember, perception doesn't mean ignoring your feelings or pretending everything is perfect. It just means staying open and curious, ready to see the full picture of your experiences. Unconditional love as a transformative force. Love is a word we use a lot, but often we don't realize just how powerful it can be. When we talk about unconditional love, we're talking about a love that doesn't depend on anything external. It's not about loving someone because they do nice things for you or loving yourself only when you succeed. It's about love that is always there, no matter what happens. This kind of love starts with yourself. Many of us are our own harshest critics. We beat ourselves up over every mistake and flaw. But what if you could love yourself the way a parent loves a child, seeing all the imperfections but loving completely anyway? This doesn't mean ignoring areas where you can improve. It means supporting yourself with kindness as you grow, instead of criticism and judgment. When you make a mistake, instead of saying, I'm so stupid, try saying, I'm learning and growing every day. This self-love isn't selfish. In fact, when you truly love yourself, you have more love to give to others. As you practice loving yourself unconditionally, you'll find it easier to extend that love to others. You'll start to see the basic goodness in people, even when they make mistakes or act in ways you don't like. This doesn't mean you have to accept harmful behavior. It means you can disagree with someone's actions while still recognizing their inherent worth as a human being. This perspective can completely change your relationships. Conflicts become easier to resolve when you approach them with love and understanding instead of anger and blame. Unconditional love has the power to heal old hurts and transform your life. When you stop placing conditions on love for yourself and others, you free yourself from a lot of pain and struggle. You no longer have to prove your worth or earn love. You can relax into being who you are and allow others to be who they are. This creates a sense of peace and freedom that affects everything in your life. You might find yourself becoming more patient, more forgiving, more open to new experiences. Problems that used to seem huge might start to feel manageable. This is the transformative power of unconditional love. It doesn't just change how you feel, it changes how you live. The significance of Brahma muhurta, early morning hours, for spiritual practice. There's something special about the early morning hours just before the sun comes up. Many spiritual traditions call this time Brahma muhurta, which means the Creator's hour. It's seen as a powerful time for spiritual practice, self-reflection, and setting intentions for the day ahead. But why is this time so special, and how can it help you in your journey to fly above life's challenges? During Brahma muhurta, which is usually about an hour and a half before sunrise, the world is very quiet. Most people are still asleep, and even the birds haven't started their morning songs yet. This quietness creates a peaceful environment that's perfect for turning inward and connecting with yourself. It's like the whole world is taking a deep breath before the busy day begins, and you can use this calm to center yourself and find clarity. Many people find that their minds are clearer and more focused during these early morning hours. It's as if the mental chatter that usually fills our heads hasn't woken up yet. This makes it easier to meditate, pray, or simply sit in quiet reflection. You might find that creative ideas or solutions to problems come more easily at this time. It's also a great time to set your intentions for the day. By taking a few moments to think about how you want your day to go, you're more likely to make choices that align with your goals and values as the day unfolds. Waking up this early might seem difficult at first, especially if you're used to sleeping later. But many people find that once they get into the habit, they start to love this quiet, peaceful time of day. You don't have to wake up early every single day to benefit. Even doing it once or twice a week can make a big difference. You might start by setting your alarm just 15 minutes earlier than usual, and gradually work your way up to the full Brahma muhurta time. Use this time in whatever way feels right to you. Meditate, write in a journal, do some gentle stretching, or simply sit quietly and watch the sun come up. The key is to approach it not as another chore to check off your list, but as a gift you're giving yourself, a pocket of peace and potential at the start of each day. Lucid dreaming and astral travel as tools for personal growth. Dreams are fascinating. We all have them, but often we wake up and either don't remember them or don't think much about them. But what if you could be aware that you're dreaming while you're still in the dream? This is called lucid dreaming, and it's a skill that anyone can learn with practice. Even more intriguing is the idea of astral travel, where some people report feeling like their consciousness has left their physical body. Whether you see these as literal experiences or symbolic ones, they can be powerful tools for personal growth and self-discovery. In a lucid dream, you know you're dreaming, and often you can control what happens in the dream. Imagine being able to face your fears in a safe environment, practice skills you're trying to learn, or have conversations with different parts of yourself. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, you could practice giving a speech in a lucid dream. Or if you're trying to solve a problem, you could ask your subconscious mind for help in the dream state. Many people report that lucid dreams feel incredibly real and vivid, and the insights they gain can be applied to their waking lives. Astral travel, also called an out-of-body experience, is more controversial. Some people describe feeling like they've left their physical body and can travel anywhere they want, even to other planets or dimensions. Others see it as a very vivid type of lucid dream. Whether you believe it's a literal experience or not, many people who practice astral travel report profound insights and a greater sense of connection to the world around them. They often describe feeling less afraid of death and more aware of the interconnectedness of all things. Learning to lucid dream or explore astral travel takes patience and practice. It often starts with keeping a dream journal, writing down your dreams as soon as you wake up. This helps you become more aware of your dreams in general. Then you can start doing reality checks during the day. Simple things like looking at your hands or a clock, then looking away and looking back to see if anything has changed. In a dream, things often shift in ways they don't in waking life. By making these checks a habit, you're more likely to do them in your dreams, which can trigger lucidity. There are also various techniques for inducing lucid dreams or out-of-body experiences, but it's important to approach these practices with an open mind. and without putting too much pressure on yourself. Remember, the goal isn't just to have interesting experiences while you sleep. It's to gain insights and perspectives that can help you grow and overcome challenges in your waking life. The concept of levity and negentropy in personal growth. Life can often feel heavy. We have responsibilities, worries, and challenges that can weigh us down. But there's another way to approach life, one that can help us feel lighter and more capable of rising above our problems. This approach involves two ideas, levity and negentropy. Levity doesn't mean not taking things seriously. Instead, it's about finding a sense of lightness even in difficult situations. It's the ability to smile in the face of challenges, to find joy in small things, and to not let problems drag you down. Think of a time when you were able to laugh during a stressful situation. Didn't it make the problem seem a little smaller, a little more manageable? That's levity at work. When you cultivate levity, you're better able to handle life's ups and downs without getting stuck in negative emotions. On the other hand, negentropy is a powerful idea. Entropy is the tendency for things to break down and become more disordered over time. Negentropy is the opposite. It's the force of growth, organization, and renewal. In your personal life, negentropy is about constantly learning, improving, and becoming more than you were before. It's what turns challenges into opportunities for growth. For example, instead of seeing a mistake as a failure, someone applying the principle of negentropy might ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become better?" When you combine levity and negentropy, you create a powerful approach to personal growth. Levity helps you stay light and flexible, able to bounce back from setbacks instead of being weighed down by them. Negentropy keeps you growing and evolving, turning every experience, good or bad, into fuel for your personal development. Together, they can help you feel like you're rising above problems instead of being buried by them. To bring more levity into your life, try to find humor in everyday situations. Practice not taking yourself too seriously. When you make a mistake, try to laugh about it instead of beating yourself up. To apply negentropy, make a habit of asking yourself what you can learn from each experience. Keep a growth mindset, believing that you can always improve and develop new skills. When you face a challenge, instead of thinking, "Why is this happening to me?" try thinking, "How is this helping me grow?" Remember, the goal isn't to ignore problems or pretend everything is perfect. It's to approach life with a sense of lightness and continual growth that allows you to rise above challenges instead of being overwhelmed by them. This is part of learning to fly in life, not by escaping problems, but by gaining a new perspective on them. The significance of the number 9 in spiritual evolution. Numbers have fascinated people for thousands of years, and many cultures have attached special meanings to certain numbers. The number 9 is often seen as particularly significant in spiritual and philosophical traditions. But why 9? And how can understanding this help us in our personal growth journey? In many systems of thought, 9 is seen as a number of completion or wholeness. It's the highest single-digit number, which gives it a sense of reaching the end of a cycle. But it's also just before 10, which represents a new beginning. This makes 9 a number of both endings and new beginnings, of reaching a goal and then starting a new journey from a higher place. Think about learning a new skill, like playing a musical instrument. You might go through several stages of learning: beginner, intermediate, advanced. Reaching the advanced stage could be seen as reaching 9. You've completed the main learning cycle, but does that mean you're done? Not at all. From that advanced level, you can start a whole new cycle of mastery, exploring new techniques or styles. You're beginning again, but from a much higher starting point than when you first began. This idea of cycles of growth can be very helpful in personal development. Instead of seeing your journey as a straight line from start to finish, you can see it as a series of cycles, each one taking you higher. When you reach a goal or overcome a challenge, instead of thinking, "I'm done," you can think, "What's the next level?" This keeps you growing and evolving throughout your life. You can apply the concept of 9 to your personal growth in practical ways. For example, when working towards a goal, try breaking it down into 9 steps. This can help you see the full cycle of growth and remind you that each ending is also a new beginning. Or you might identify 9 key qualities or skills you want to develop in yourself. By focusing on these 9 areas, you create a well-rounded approach to your personal evolution. The ability to fly, to rise above limitations, to see life from a higher perspective, to navigate challenges with grace, is not reserved for a select few. It's a potential that lies within each of us, waiting to be awakened. By understanding and applying these principles, you unlock the door to this extraordinary capability. Remember, this journey is not about reaching a final destination, but about continual growth and expansion. There will always be new heights to reach, new perspectives to gain. So spread your wings, chosen one. Feel the wind beneath you, the vast sky above you. You were born to fly, and your journey begins now. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, leave a like and subscribe to receive more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. This is just the beginning. Stay tuned.